Well, it may seem like a drastic decision, but a first-of-its-kind study now shows obesity surgery might be one of the best options for parents to consider for their children who are severely overweight.
Local doctors say this study reveals why it may soon be considered more often in younger kids. Medical reporter Liz Bonus shows us why the childhood obesity epidemic is leading to the need for these extreme measures.
Good evening, guys. For years, the need for weight loss surgery has been growing in teens and young adults. Now, with obesity being seen in children ages 2 to 5, the team at Cincinnati Children's Hospital Medical Center says it may be needed more often in younger children. Tonight, 2 young girls tell us they do think there are benefits to not delaying, a measure sometimes needed to save lives long after the weight comes off. What is supposed to tie in with memories of the happiest place on earth?
I think that had to be when I was 8.
Turned out to be a very different memory for the usually happy Deja Watts.
I remember having an incident where my mom and dad took me to the Disney store and I couldn't get a shirt out of there. And I just remember feeling so depressed afterwards.
Most of the time, she says, she didn't let it bother her too much.
It wasn't until high school really that I started feeling my weight, and I was doing show choir and stuff where I had to come down more to be able to really get into a lot of the different outfits.
As knee pains and signs of diabetes, however, started showing up in her body, Deja made the decision to take extreme measures. She had gastric bypass surgery. The surgery divides her stomach so she is only left with a small pouch for food. In 3 months, she's gone from this to this and dropped 40 pounds.
I feel a lot healthier and better already.
These dramatic results are pretty typical, according to Dr. Michael Helmrath. It's leading researchers in a study just released in the Lancet Diabetes and Endocrinology to conclude that maybe weight loss surgery at younger ages would yield healthier teens and young adults.
We now know today that by waiting, we've actually helped them, but maybe not as much as we could have had we done the surgery earlier.
That may have been the case for Tiffany Hunter. She began noticing extreme weight gain early on.
I think for me that was around 2nd grade.
Tiffany waited to have surgery, however, until her weight was dangerously high in high school.
I was 350 pounds.
Now, more than a decade later and still nearly 200 pounds lighter, this research shows she still may be at greater risk for some top killers such as heart disease and diabetes compared to others her age. The researchers concluded that when obesity surgery in children is delayed,
those children not only continued to gain weight over that period of time, but they had new onset of these diseases.
So I had to ask, at what age should obesity surgery be an option to prevent these problems?
There are people doing 8-year-olds. There are people doing younger than that.
Surgery at younger ages might also reduce the emotional toll of what Deja Watts told me she got tired of feeling, but realizes now.
Maybe, I guess, invisible, but you shouldn't have to feel that way.
Both Deja and Tiffany Hunter also want others to know they did not choose the easy way out.
Kids need to also understand that this is not a quick fix. The biggest lesson is that, being skinny won't solve all of your problems.
Now, the main risks seen in this study long-term for weight loss surgery include vitamin loss and the need for repeat procedures. It is performed, or as it is performed in younger ages, more studies on these risks will need to be conducted. In most cases, it is covered by medical insurance plans if you meet certain criteria. Brad and Sydney, back to you.
And new